Hi, and welcome back to SSK My Way. We're going to be finishing up our hat today. Aren't you excited? I know I am. I couldn't wait to get done my physio exercises so that I could work on this. So now we've done our 3 stitches are decreasing. And so this is what we have here. So I'll show you what you need to do. You're going to need your scissors. And you're going to want to take your working tail. And you're going to want it about the size of your hat, like 11 inches. Make it long. Make it a long tail. So you cut this tail, but cut it way out far away from your needle. Give yourself extra if you can. See, there you go. I cut a piece off. A big piece, because you need a big tail. Now, this part, we're going to be stitching it up. Just like we would for a bag. You want to close the bag up tight at the top, like that. That's how we're going to do the top of our hat. So we want to take our needle, our tapestry needle here for sewing up, and you want to thread your needle. And then you're going to want to go with every single stitch. Don't miss any. You're going to want to make sure here. See this final stitch at the end of your needle? You're going to want to take your needle, your tapestry needle. You want to go in between, inside the loop. And you want to do that with every single loop that's left on your needle. This is going to let you cinch up your hat. So it'll become like a little circle on the top. So while I do this, I was thinking that all of our work, when we were using the street needles to be able to make our hat, it got really heavy and it was really hard on your wrist. So, and I don't know about you, but it took a lot of breaks. You could let your body kind of relax. So there's another way to do that. And there's another way to, well, it'll help anyways. We can learn how to make a hat on circular needles. You might have seen people using those. Those are the round ones, the ones with the big cable needle. That's a preferred way to make hats. But you always have to, when you're learning something new, you need to learn how to walk before you can run. So I'm teaching you how to do this, do it on straight needles, and then later, at some point, we'll learn how to do the circular needles. There are some people that do hats on the circular needles, but that are the the double pointed needles that you might have seen, kind of like when they're doing socks. But that would be for a small hat, like for a baby or a preemie. They're circular needles with the big cable. This one's are a little bit easier on your body. It's easier on your wrist. Doesn't hurt so much. And I gotta say, the rib stitch is also hard because you're doing a lot of back and forth. It's tough on your fingers. So we're almost done here. One more stitch. Okay, now this part can be a little scary. Just make sure that you put your cord here, your tail, through all of the stitches on your needle. Now you want to grab your needle, the end of your needle, and hold on to your stitches and pull your needle out. Ta-da! Now you pull this tight and see it all came together just like a hat would. There you go. Now you got a hat that's kind of a circle with an opening at the side. So isn't that great? Now we just need to sew up our hat, sew up the side seam. This can be complicated, but for your first project, don't be too concerned. Just don't make it exactly like when you're sewing. You don't want to go too much this way because then you're going to have a big bump. You want to try to do it like this. And I'll try to show you. It's a little hard to see, but you go back and forth. This is a zigzag. Grab a little bit from one side of your hat, on the one side of the seam, right here. Grab a little bit here, and then go grab a little bit on this side of the seam, and go little by little all the way up the side. And if you're a sewer, you'll get the idea that if you grab too much at one time, that doesn't help you. That just makes a mess. You don't want to have any holes in your seam because this will be the side of the hat. I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks when I'm all done. So go and sew up your seam. You do it your way and I'll do it mine.